The word Ghibli refers to a Sahara wind that carries warm African air into southern Europe. When that force passes over the Mediterranean Sea, the added moisture creates violent storms that batter the country of Italy. An adept analogy for this all-wheel drive, Ferrari-powered, twin-turbo monster of a sedan. This is the Maserati Ghibli S Q4. Maserati is a unique brand of cars in that they really have no direct competition. They build exotic Italian luxury cars at a fraction of the price of a Lamborghini or a Ferrari. But, as with most things, there's a catch. Being that this is an exotic Italian luxury car, it comes special equipped with all the problems. Massive maintenance costs, high insurance, and ludicrous depreciation have plagued Maserati's reputation in recent years. But we don't care about all that. It's not our problem. All I'm concerned with today is what this machine is capable of and how it feels behind the wheel. This is the left pedal, and today we're going to check out this 2015 Maserati Ghibli S Q4. Maserati has used the Ghibli name on 3 separate cars since 1967. But the big 4-door we're driving today really has nothing in common with the original. Now you might be asking how a car that's already plummeting in value can possibly be on our list of instant classics, but unfortunately that's just the fate that Maseratis tend to have. Everybody that wants one needs the brand new version, so they plummet in value as soon as they're a couple years old. Only later do people realize how cool the vehicles really are, but at that point there's almost none left to have. You know, when you're just looking at the numbers, this car is a 4-door sedan with a 3-liter V6. That doesn't sound that hot. However, numbers and driving experience are a totally different story. When this car was new, it had a price tag in the $100,000 range. These days, you can pick one up for less than 30 grand. Now, realistically, for $30,000, you have a lot of options when it comes to used cars. A nice BMW or Mercedes in the same price range is going to be a more refined machine. It's probably going to last longer too. Germany is very good at building cars. Italy, on the other hand, is very good at building fun cars. This Ghibli has a heart of a performance car. The twin turbocharged 3-liter V6 was manufactured by Ferrari. It produces 404 horsepower and 406 pound-feet of torque. Now, this is not a standard Ghibli. Our test car today is the S Q4, meaning that along with a stronger engine, you get the power to all 4 wheels. You know, usually when I'm driving an automatic, I let the car shift itself. I like manuals for what they're good for, I like autos for what they're good for. This might be my favorite automatic transmission, basically any car I've ever driven. The car has real paddle shifters on the steering column like a Ferrari. The flappy paddles are instantly responsive. This car is dangerous on open highways. I've never been in a vehicle that was so hard to keep below the speed limit. It's comfortable, really comfortable. You can relax the way you can in your granny's Cadillac. The interior has all the flair you would expect from a brand that puts such an emphasis on prestige. The 2-tone dashboard holds an analog clock and embedded navigation system. The seats and steering wheel feature Maserati's signature trident, and the gauges look like they belong in a proper sports car. The outside of the car holds all the same values. It manages to blend the mature essence of a luxury sedan with the aggression and driving spirit of a sports car. Very first thing you notice driving this car is the exhaust. When you put the car into sport mode, it adjusts the transmission and remaps the throttle. It also opens up a valve in the exhaust, making that sweet, sweet sound even sweeter. The Ghibli is equipped with a very smart computer. When you're just cruising, the car sends all the power to the rear wheels. When it senses that it needs more traction, it's capable of diverting 50% of the power to the front. So when you're in the twisties, you'll have no problem getting back up to speed after a sharp turn. The way this car handles is truly astonishing. tell it what to do, and it does it exactly the same way, every single time. The vehicle is completely and absolutely brutal on the back roads. The big Maserati manages to stay composed in the corners. The 3-liter V6 pushes out a ridiculous amount of energy. The paddle shift automatic transmission is responsive. I've been thoroughly impressed all day by this car. Truly, I have been. It's as comfortable as it gets, and it outperforms 99% of the other vehicles on the road. It's a Maserati that feels and acts like a Maserati. So, why can I buy this car for the price of a new Corolla? Well, there's a few reasons, really. While the Ghibli may be a budget Ferrari, it's not a Ferrari. The interior, while beautiful, has cut corners. The controls and knobs are cheap. The steering, as responsive as it is, feels a little weird and disconnected. These flaws don't cause $70,000 worth of depreciation in half a decade, though. There's another issue at hand. The average owner of a Ferrari 458 has the luxury of not having to worry about maintenance costs and exotic parts. The average owner of a Ferrari is rich. While Maserati holds a level of prestige that rivals that of the higher-end Italian brands, the company has chosen to build cheaper cars. As a result, the magazine guys seem to have a lot to say about these vehicles, telling you that 3 liters is too small or that the quarter mile is 0.1 seconds slower than their favorite car. If that's you, I can safely say that this car isn't built for you. The numbers are obviously important when it comes to a performance car, but truly, honestly, as a real-life human being, one day driving the Ghibli, and I get it. I understand why these cars exist. It's a machine built for those who love driving. Someone who's gonna be in their car a lot. Yes, it's gaudy, it's supposed to be. It is 100% focused on the person sitting in the driver's seat. That's it. I can't tell you about reliability or insurance. I'm sure it's expensive. What I can tell you, truthfully and honestly, is that if you're at a point in your life where you figured it out and you can get yourself into a Maserati, I'm happy for you, because that is a very, very exciting car.